This is WDSU-TV Weekly Report. Thanks for tuning in.
As we discover more reasons of why Delaware State University is an incredible university here on the East Coast, from students helping students to looking their best, to everyone making sure they get their annual flu shots.
From spreading the message that Black lives still matter to informing young people about the dangers of breast cancer.
To rehearsing for performances of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. All that and more this week on WDSU-TV's Weekly Reports.
What a busy week at DSU. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jordan Batch.
And I'm Tim Patterson.
This week we take a look at Delaware State students as they mobilize their efforts with a variety of activities in their educational lives.
Up first tonight, a local effort to remind students about the importance of Black Lives Matter. There's no way to deny it. The Black Lives Matter movement has had an indelible impact on our people and nation. But with so many cultural forces in movement, it's easy to get distracted. But for this group of DSU students, reinforcing the message has always been important. Here is reporter Kevon Waller with more.
Kevon Waller here with WDSU-TV. I'm standing here in the Martin Luther King Student Center where the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated are hosting the Black Lives Still Matter event. We caught up with Alicia Cason with more.
I decided to put this event together because I feel like there's a lot of things going on in the African American community that not everybody knows about or doesn't receive enough attention. And since we go to historically Black college at HBCU, I feel like this is prominent to our students because we are the ones who will be affected by this. So instead of waiting for people to come in contact, we could enlighten them about the situation before, and hopefully the results will be different.
This event just gave me more insight about Black Lives Matter. It's near and dear to my heart because my cousin was a victim of police brutality. So I just decided to come because, for one, it's important, and for two, it's a very hard topic to come by and talk about because so many people have been discriminated against regarding police.
I feel as though this event spoke strongly to me because I had a situation on campus that involved me, so I felt the need to come out and support because it related to me.
I wanted people to learn about things that aren't as mainstream. Like everybody knows about Trayvon Martin and Freddie Gray. I want people to learn about the cases that aren't on Fox 5 News or aren't being plastered all over social media because those cases matter too. And I also wanted people to know what they can do in their community because you alone, you may feel like you can't do nothing, but you have so much power within yourself. And then when you get with other people, y'all are unstoppable.
When he was talking about how to handle a traffic stop by the police, he was saying state everything that you're about to do before you do it. And me personally, with having a nice vehicle, I get stopped a lot. And with having dark tint, I really get stopped a lot. So every time I get stopped, I get really nervous because I'm not used to it. I'm still not comfortable because of all the horror stories that have happened. So I take my time, but I never knew exactly what to do or the right way to do things because I get so nervous.
I personally think the program went really great because it's very hard to have a program about police brutality and Black Lives Matter because it's not the most interesting, it's not the most fun or exciting event. But one thing I wanted to keep in mind was to keep the program interactive. So I wanted people to be talking, people to give their example and give their past situations. So we let them know that their opinion counts, like what they feel matters. And I think that was the best part of the program is that the students had an actual chance to voice their opinions on how they feel about the situation, and they might not have had an outlet before then.
With the help from the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, we learned that it's more behind the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm Kevon Waller here with WDSU-TV. See you later, Hornets.
From spreading the message to spreading the health.
Getting an annual flu shot is an important way to maintain your health as we enter the winter months in the U.S. And here in Dover, Delaware, local companies like Walgreens work with our university health department to get years protection against serious illness, distributed to our students in our own backyard. Here is reporter Belinda Jones with more.
Good morning, Healthy Hornets. This is Belinda Jones on WDSU-TV here at the Martin Luther King Student Center. We're here at the Flu Shots on Campus event. We're going to see people get their flu shots and get more information from Marion Carter.
We have partnered with Walgreens for the past 5 or 6 years, and they are a wonderful partner. They bring their pharmacists and technicians over, and it makes it so convenient, because if students had to go off campus or employees had to go off site to get their flu shot, it would be a difficult thing, because after you work all day or you're in classes all day, who wants to, go out after that? So we love partnering with Walgreens, and they do an excellent job.
Flu vaccine. It's protein off a virus shell, so you can't get sick from it, you can't get the flu, but your body will build antibodies to it, and so within a couple weeks, it takes a few weeks, and you'll develop antibodies enough to prevent you from getting sick.
I would recommend the flu vaccine, even though one of the times that I've actually had the flu, I got the flu shot that season, but they do try to do their best to at least get close to the main strands that are out, so I would recommend it.
I think as students, we have so much going on, and we really don't consider our health. So when we have an opportunity to take vaccines, and it's free, we should really take it upon ourselves to take advantage of that opportunity. So,
I had the flu when I was in college, and it was awful. I was in bed for 3 or 4 days. I missed all my classes. I remember it was very close to spring break, and I was afraid, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to go. So it's very important that you get a flu shot.
The more people that take the vaccine, the less incidences of the flu. And young and old are highly susceptible to the flu, and actually there's a number of cases of death. There's a significant number of cases of death from flu. So the more you eliminate the cause, the less health problems.
It's important to get the flu vaccination just because you want to at least be protected from some of the main strands of the flu that are going to be out that season, even though it's not possible for them to get the, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's not possible for them to get the vaccination for all of the strains, but at least you'll be protected from some of them.
Your annual flu shot is one of the most important things you can do to protect yourself from getting the flu. At Del State, we're in close contact. We're sitting in classrooms where there's lots of other students that are sneezing and coughing, and getting a flu shot is the best way to protect yourself from picking it up. Plus, you're not only protecting you, but you're protecting other people, the elderly, people who are pregnant, that do not want to get the flu.
To be honest with you, there isn't much. If I give it to you right, there isn't much you have to do at all. I just cause your arm to make sure you're relaxed. Needle is in kind of quick, put the fluid in slow, and you don't really get much of a reaction. However, reactions do exist, and there can be itching, a little tenderness, ice on and off, 20 minutes helps. There can be potential reactions that are more significant than that. One's called cellulitis, and if that occurs, it can occur within 7 days, and you would contact your primary care provider.
Honestly, it was like a small pinch. It lasted like 2 seconds, but it wasn't enough for you to be scared of now.
The flu can lead to very serious complications. The flu shot is the best way to protect yourself and others. For more information, please visit your nearby physician, pharmacist, or medical center. This is Belinda Jones on WDSU-TV, and we are checking out.
Flu shots are all about the short-term health, but here at Delaware State University, we're also concerned with the long-term health as well.
For 50% of our population, breast cancer is a long-term health threat. Here's reporter Kayla Henderson with the story about students spreading the message about breast cancer.
Did you know that 1 in 8 women in the United States are diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime? What's up, Hornets? I'm Kayla Henderson, reporting for WDSU-TV, and I'm outside the MLK Parlors for the program Giving Cancer the Boot, hosted by the Divine Nine sororities. Let's take a look.
This collaboration came about between myself, Sigma Gamma Rho, Delta Sigma Theta, and Alpha Kappa Alpha. We all decided this year that we wanted to come together and do a collaboration program just to bring awareness to the campus about breast cancer, educate the community, educate the students that go here, as well as any alumni that was still here after homecoming. We decided to have this program directly after homecoming just because we knew that a few alumni, a few sorors would still be here, and we wanted to make it a grand event.
I believe it's important because, as the guest speakers mentioned, that you can get breast cancer at a very young age, and the lifestyle that some of us live with, eating a whole bunch of fast food and not being aware that putting your phone in your bra can lead to breast cancer. I believe that telling us early, telling us in college when we're at our prime, when we're just thinking that we're unstoppable, and kind of bringing us back down to earth that these issues can happen to us. I think it's very important to have it at a college campus.
I'm Natasha Sims. My other half, my twin sister, we're both breast cancer survivors. I'm a 5-year breast cancer survivor as of yesterday, October 15th. I hope that they take that breast cancer can happen to anyone and that they need to be aware of their bodies, know themselves, and put themselves first. Love themselves, because if you love yourself and you care about yourself, you're going to check yourself and make sure you're straight.
From the program, I actually got like a lot of good information from it because like my grandmother, she had breast cancer, but I didn't really know like a lot about it. So they told me like a lot of steps and like different risk factors and stuff so it can help prevent it.
This program was phenomenal. The outcome of it was great. So many students came up to me and was just very happy that we had this collaboration. Our guest speakers were astonished. So it was just very nice. So be on the lookout for the 2nd annual Give Breast Cancer the Boot.
I think it went very well. We had a great turnout, and just everybody was working together to make sure that it stayed flowing smoothly, and I think it was fun.
It was awesome. I think this was great that all the sororities got together to have this. It was great. I hope that everyone enjoyed themselves here, because we definitely did.
As you can see, screening for breast cancer is very important. For more information, visit www.cancer.org. Once again, I am Kayla Henderson reporting for WDSU-TV, and I'll see you next time.
Beauty, it is said, is in the eye of the beholder.
But in a world that is flooded with daily images of what is beautiful, there's always that desire to be one of the beautiful people. Here's reporter Jada Grant with the story of students helping students do just that.
Even though beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, nobody said that you can't take time to learn how to enhance it. I'm Jada Grant, reporter for WDSU-TV Channel 14, and tonight I'm here in the MLK Student Center where Miss Sophomore is having her first event called Let's Talk Hair and Makeup. Let's go talk to Miss Sophomore to see what this event is all about.
So Let's Talk Hair and Makeup was basically giving tips and advice on hair and makeup. There was like a live tutorial. She did this side of my face and then left this side, bare, to show people how to apply makeup. And then we had little games and activities. People won prizes. I gave away hair and makeup. So basically how I prepared, I already know a lot about hair and makeup because I do hair and makeup, so it was kind of easy for me to put together a slideshow, and then I reached out to a makeup artist for her to come in and also give more advice on makeup.
My role in the event that Miss Sophomore is having is that I am the makeup artist. I think this event is important because I feel like every female, every woman, every young woman should know how to do at least a basic foundation, eyeshadow, and eyebrow, because regardless if you want to be plain Jane like myself on some days you do feel like you want to get cute and you want to dress up and you want to feel pretty. So I'm here to bring both sides. I may be barefaced tonight, but by the end of the program I hope that the women leave knowing how to do something.
I did enjoy tonight's event. It was very informative and I love makeup, so it was enjoyable for me. My favorite part was when she was putting the highlight on her face. I like the glow, so I like that part.
Nowadays, females, they need approval, not from guys, but from themselves. So they have different ideas, different natural weave, braids, different kinds of makeup, natural beauty, no makeup. I honestly think it's a good idea that they do what they feel best to make them feel comfortable. So I support it 100%. I'm here to Let's Talk About Hair and Makeup because this is my queen, and I'm supporting her at the end of the day. I'm here to support her in all her programs and all her ideas.
Honestly, for my first program, I didn't know if a lot of people were going to come, so I didn't prepare for a lot of people, but the turnout was pretty good, and I was very excited that all these people came out to support. The activity that I came up with was basically, I called 4 people up, and they had to say however many makeup products within a minute. So the person with the most makeup products won, And then they got a bag of goodies. It was like eyelashes, lip gloss, lipstick, mascara, tweezers to put their eyelashes on and stuff like that. And then the other game was they basically had to unscramble like words, which was like mascara, lipstick, stuff like that. So that was the other activity, and they also won basically the same thing.
I hope you enjoyed tonight's event and all the great tips that were offered. Once again, I'm Jada Grant, reporter for WDSU-TV, Channel 14. See you next time.
Finally, the play You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown has been a fan favorite in both the schools and community theaters for a number of years.
And DSU is no exception. This fall theater class is currently working to bring Charlie Brown and the Peanut Gang to the university stage here in Dover, Delaware. Here's reporter Yasha Capote with more.
From daily newspaper comic strips to the television set, and now here at Delaware State University. Hi, I'm Yasha Capote with WDSU-TV, and today we are at the Education and Humanities Building, and we'll be getting an exclusive look behind the scenes at Delaware State University's own production of Charlie Brown. We got the chance to speak with Professor David Tolley on the progress of the production.
Well, Charlie Brown has been around for a long time ago, and since a long time ago, and it's been a cartoon, it's been films, it's made big movies out of it, and so basically it's made the rounds in a lot of high schools and colleges and middle schools, and so we thought that this would be a great time to revive it here at an HBCU.
Hi, my name is Emily Clark. I am the Vice President of the Theater Society, and I play Marcy in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Because she's the more bookish type, she's like the bookworm, she's the one with the glasses. So naturally, I kind of am geared more towards that in a way, because I am a bit of a nerd. I do like to read, I like to draw sometimes, so I think I identify with her the most. Marcy is one of the more notable Charlie Brown characters, and she usually hangs around Peppermint Patty, who is her best friend.
Well, I plan on being on Broadway in the future, so I was interested in this production because it's a good way to gain experience for what I want to do in the future. I play Peppermint Patty, and I am in the chorus in this production, so those are the two roles I play. This is my first time acting in a DSU production, but this is not my first time acting in any productions. I've acted before in high school and actually all the way back to elementary school.
Well, I'm Charlie Brown, who was like the main character of the Peanuts comics, if you guys don't know what that is. It's basically about these little children about 5 years old who are very smart for some reason. Like their intellect is high, and they just go around everyday life doing kid things, and it's just fun. Well, Dr. Tolley, he's a great musician. The way he plays the piano and how he just switches up on us is just amazing.
My role in the production of this show is I am the music director, and I basically oversee the playing of the instrumental accompaniment, which is piano, bass, drums, guitars, saxophone, and I also oversee the choir and the soloists that are going to sing, and I make sure that the music is performed rhythmically and pitch-wise correct, so it becomes a beautiful musical. I had a lot of fun. I love Charlie Brown ever since I was a little kid, and so a lot of the music kind of brings back a lot of the memories that I had as a child and the cartoon strips and everything.
What most I want to take away from this experience is like more friends, because pretty much the Theater Society is a big family when you at the end of the day. You go in there doing rehearsal with people for a good couple of weeks at a time, and you're gonna learn more things about them over time as you go along, and just some of the friendships and just pretty much getting together to make one big thing happen, because every role is important in a play, in a musical even, and no one is left out.
I say come out on November 16th and 17th at 7:30 on both days, and on the 17th at 1 o'clock. It's free for DSU students. Come out and support your thespian friends. We work really hard. We're working hard as well right now. We're going to have great choreography and great songs, so just come out.
Give me a T!
T!
Give me an E!
E!
Give me an A!
A!
Give me an M!
M!
What have you got?
T!
A!
Well, as As you can see, everyone is working hard for a stellar production. DSU, please come out November 16th at 7 p.m. and November 17th for a showing at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Well, that's all we have for today. I'm Yatra Capote with WDSU-TV. See you next time.
Show dates are November 16th and 17th in the EH Theater at 7:30.
Admission is free for students and $10 for the general public. There's a lot of talent and fun in store, so make sure you save the dates and come out to Dover, Delaware.
And finally, we end with a little dance, courtesy of the Homecoming Step Show. Here again is Jada Grant.
Precision, energy, and face. Those are some of the qualities needed to win a step show. I'm Jada Grant, reporter for WDSU-TV Channel 14, and tonight we are here in Memorial Hall where the annual NPHC Step Show is taking place. Let's go ahead and talk to CAB's Vice President to see what makes this such a great event.
I feel like the step show is going to be important because I feel like it's good for the freshmen to actually look at the Greek organizations and see how they can step or stroll or anything. And it's also important because this is my first step show. So as I'm performing with Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, so we want to see how it turns out. The turnout is going to be good. I feel like every Greek organization is going to come out with something, you know, new and fresh, some good ideas with their steps.
Tonight, y'all can expect from ISEP a spooky little experience. Like, can't give you too much details, but just know we going crazy tonight. Great little memory, to be honest. Like, we haven't been on the stage in about a year. Last year we didn't get to perform, so this year we trying to come back and, you know, leave an imprint on the stage.
Our theme is Black Lives Matter. We picked it because we felt like it was something that was very relevant to everybody that's going to be there because it's something that's relevant to the world. There's a lot of things going wrong in society and, against black people, not even just black people of color in general. We feel like it's something that needs to be addressed, and we want to use this stage to present that and make it bring, what's the word I'm looking for? Bring attention to the issue. I'm sure we all know about it, but bring more attention and show how serious it really is. So, prepare by, first we sat down, we try to find out some steps that we want to include in the show, and then we try to lay out a schedule that we could all meet to have set practices. We try to practice every single day, really. That's pretty much how we prepared. Consistent practice.
I have been coming to the step show the last 5 years, and I'm very excited this year that it's on a Friday night because it was really difficult traveling from Philadelphia at a Thursday night and the show don't end. It started at 8 o'clock and it doesn't end till like 1 a.m. But it was an amazing step show. If you blink, you miss so much great movements and choreography. It was awesome. I am here to support all the Greeks and just Delaware State University. Being a class of 81 and a choreographer for many programs and activities and during my time here at Delaware State, I'm just excited about all great things that we're doing.
Thank you for joining me, and I hope you had a great time tonight. We surely did find out who runs the yard. I'm Jada Grant, reporter for WDSU-TV Channel 14. See you next time.
So that's all the time we have for this week.
Be sure to join us again next week for more student activities and events here at Delaware State University on WDSU-TV Weekly Report. Thanks for tuning in.